Ladies and gentlemen, I come bearing to you a new Ronin review, this time on some more toys, because we like to dive into those sometimes. This time, we have the Masters of the Universe Ultimate figures for adult collectors, if I can add, from Super 7 Toys, and you might be thinking, oh man, He-Man, I forgot about that. I have never forgotten. He-Man is near and dear to me from 1982 onwards. When I was born, I've been digging into He-Man my whole life. I didn't quite get into collecting the figures when Matty Collector was doing their collector series back from like 2009 on and stuff. Don't quote me on that date. Because they were just pretty pricey and, you know, just wasn't in the budget at the time. But then when Super 7 got the license from Mattel and Matty Collector and started announced that they were going to do these, I had to jump on it because they were made to order and there was a limited amount. They had pre-orders open for like a week or two, maybe a little longer. You got your pre-orders in and it was over, and these figures will never be able to be had again. And I was like, I can't miss that. I at least have to have the two, He-Man and Skeletor. So I ordered those in December, and lo and behold, almost 8 months later, they have arrived. And I thought, well, this is such a monumental event in toys that I want to review them. Now, as you know, if you watch any of the other reviews, I always crack open toys because that's what toys are for. Maybe not always, I do have some on the wall, but these are gonna go on shelves, they're gonna go on sets, they're gonna go everywhere. So let's first take a look at the packaging. The packaging is pristine, so obviously that's come to be expected when, first of all, from Super 7, because they're really good about their packages. Everything's always nice and tidy, straight. I can't say enough about the company. You remember those because me and Tim did the review on the muscle line that they did for Street Fighter and He-Man. He-Man again, same company. So the packaging's always really good, especially these ones. These came in at almost like 35 bucks a pop, and that's expensive for a toy. So you can expect that if you wanted to leave this in the box, you totally could. And had I had the ability to get two, I would have, because dang, they look sweet in the box. So standard blister card packaging, tons of accessories you can see right in. You can look at the immaculate paint jobs on these figures. Same with He-Man and stuff. You can just see He-Man is just the quintessential poster child for ambiguous sexuality there. He's amazing. So packaging aside, well, also the backs, they're brand new artwork, but it's very reminiscent to 1982. The artwork that was on the original figures, it's just, you just can't ask for, you can't ask for better toys, guys. God! I've had these now for about a week, sitting there, taunting me. We could talk about the packaging all day, but I really I wanna crack these babies open. So let's do that. That's some mighty fine plastic. And you know what, I've talked about this before. Do you know what I like to do with new toys? He-Man. Brings me back to the 80s, the 90s, because toys, while they may change quality, they never change the smells. So let's take a look at these bad boys. So obviously you can see each guy comes with a few accessories. So there are 3 swords per Skeletor and He-Man, all varying differences. So the first one here is a peculiar looking flat sword that seems impractical. It almost looks like it mashes together with another one, which is how they were when we were kids, because He-Man would have this one, Skeletor would have this one, and you could fit them together to make a whole sword. Just like when in the 80s with the original line, and that is how this is now. Cool. Then they also have cartoon accurate swords, full length regular swords, and then I do believe that these ones are perhaps also maybe cartoon. Maybe these are comic accurate. I can't exactly tell, as I just didn't read a lot of the He-Man comics. They each come with 3 heads. So attached default on He-Man is his cartoon, or his toy head that's almost like a recreation of the head from the 1982 line. This one would be from, I do believe, the cartoon, slightly different looking, and then this one's a little bit more realistic, like, rah, you know what I'm saying? Skeletor, same, reboot of the 1982 head, Skeletor pre-skull head, which is also very cool. And then I am just in love with this Skeletor head. This is like straight up Grim Reaper coming to hide your kids, hide your wife, because he's gonna eat all of them type of head. It's very cool. Skeletor's got his staff, got a very cool removable vinyl cape. He-Man's got the shield, his axe that also came in the original 1982 one. And then we get to the figures themselves. Paint decoration, absolutely incredible. Sweet washes on the hair here for He-Man. Great paint deco on the gauntlets here, on his waist. Everything is just finely crafted. For articulation, ball joints here on the arms, swivel joints here for the wrists, and then we've got standard joints, elbows, ball joint head, ball joint legs. Similar articulation you find in like modern NECA toys and stuff like that, but the one thing, I think the biggest difference between what Super 7 is doing with these and what like NECA is doing with their 6-inch line is build quality, because like, so I bought the Ryu figure from NECA that's same size, arm came out of the socket in the box. The pegs were too short to be able to fit his arm back in there, so we had to like just wedge it in and glue it for Plastic Purgatory episodes. Just a crappy build quality. There's a lot of reports of like NECA legs and stuff falling out of the box. This is just fantastic. Smooth joints. If you wanted to play with it, you can without fear. You can pose them in a multitude of different ambiguously sexual poses, as He-Man does. Exact same posing for Skeletor. They stand on their own, which is like a huge thing for figures that Gordy and I have always been like, meh, about. They're super cool. Are they worth the price? That's an interesting question. How big of a He-Man fan are you? Because I would like to consider myself a, let's 10-point scale here. I think I'm falling between the 6 and 7. While I have a very strong nostalgic attachment, I didn't follow the series much into my adult years, but I still, every time I see it, I get that weird feeling in my stomach that I had when I was a kid. When I was younger, I had the whole Castle Grayskull, so I love He-Man, but, so yes, I was totally fine spending what ended up being like 70, almost 80 bucks for the 2 with shipping and everything, plus waiting 8 months for them to arrive. That's a pretty hefty commitment you have to make to 2 action figures. So it really just depends on your commitment. Probably you could have got them if the license would have gone to like NECA or somebody different for a standard $20 for them, but you probably would not have got the quality and the care that Super 7 puts into their products, because like Tim and I have said before, Super 7 is basically, if we decided to start a toy company, they're like, man, I wanted this when I was a kid, let's make it. And let's make it good, and let's make it quality. And that's what they do here, and that's what they bring. So I'm not gonna go on too much further, because I want to leave you with this. These guys, you can't get them anymore, so if you want them, maybe hit up eBay, see what kind of astronomical prices they're there for. However, I do believe that they are coming out with a second wave with other figures, but I do think the pre-orders for those, even still, are already over with and closed. So head to super7.com. This video is not sponsored by any means, but I am a big supporter of the brand. However, what I am a supporter of, and I will vouch for and endorse, is leveling up your own game in your own life. So head on over to patreon.com/R24 and find out exactly how all these people are leveling up their lives. It's a crazy phenomenon that's been happening in the last couple days. I don't know. See for yourself. Also, like, subscribe, because that's douchey to say, but it helps, and we'll see you in the comments. Let me know down there, what is your favorite toy line? And what do you collect that's astronomically expensive? I bet it's Fight Sticks. What do you think?
Fight Sticks?
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll make you a He-Man Fight Stick. Who could say? I don't know. Out.